to a dramatically different direction than where we were before. Typically, it has probably been a very conscious, intentional moment where each of us, whatever the circumstance that was looking us in the face, whatever that was, I think I'm going to go this way. And that probably has happened at different times in different settings for each of us. So we have Jesus as a one moment in lifetime. The entire New Testament, all of Christianity, really focuses on that crucifixion, resurrection moment. Dramatic, huge. You could make movies about it. It doesn't get any bigger than that in Christianity. And out of that Christian viewpoint, of course, we have the Christian beliefs. Remember, I'm not making anybody wrong here, that He died for my sins. And that, that's just the way it is. And I'm a sinner, and He made the ultimate sacrifice, so how does that make me feel? Science of mind, we don't believe that. We recognize, though, that this was an individual, just like one human being, who had a very high level of enlightenment and understanding, and He was showing us the way. He was a way shower. He spoke of non-judgment. He spoke of helping fellow man, of healing, all of these things that we have now as science of mind back in, let's see, 1920s and 30s, when Ernest Holmes was doing his, I'll back up a bit, kind of getting into it. When Ernest Holmes was doing his writing, he chose Christian idealism as one of the foundations of the work. Christian idealism. And I'm not going to get to it today, unfortunately, because my time is running down. But the Christian idealism is all about the Christ. It's all about home within each one of us. It's about that place of stillness and silence and knowingness and beauty and peace. That's what this journey is all about. That's all it's about. And right now, you are here, and you are the individuals who are kind of closest in that journey of returning home to who you are, who we are. We consider ourselves quite close to being home. And sometimes you get goosebumps and you say, oh God, I love being home. You're there. And then somebody needs you and the phone rings or whatever, and you go off to respond to that. But this is about this journey that we're on. And you don't lose that consciousness. It may kind of go on the back burner a little bit. But every day, if we do our work, right? What do you mean, I have to work at this? Well, I'm sorry. But you have to do your journaling and you have to do this, because if you start to wander away a little, that path, you wander away and you get involved in appearances again, and we forget. And we forget who we really are. We forget our journey, but we don't. You've remembered today. Thank you for coming. And this brings you back to community. And that's this aspect. We talked about primal religions and things of that sort. And that was very much a community. And they probably were very happy and fulfilled and those things at that level of consciousness. And people helped each other out. Now we hear that we're in a different time. People are going and coming, and we've got all these devices and things that separate us all out. We know that that's only the confusion of perception, right? The truth of us is, you are here. There's only one of us here. That's the truth of us. The truth of us is spiritual. The truth of us is inside us. And you're here. Your own thoughts might be a little different, but the fact that you have come, you have committed, you've done something that's been intentional and at the highest consciousness, and you're in family, you're in community here. the one community. And that's what's going to bring us. That's where the rebirth comes from. That's where the renewal comes from, as we transform our minds from these horrible thoughts of separation and lack and limitation. And instead we say, hey, no, I'm not going to go that route anymore. That's old, limited thinking. I'm going to toss out the limited sense of life and about being separate. Doesn't work for me anymore. Occasionally we forget, don't we? How human of us. Yay. That's the human part of us. And we should not push that, oh, gee, I wish I wasn't human anymore. Hey, we have to remember that you in form are so important to God, because it's only for, what does it say here? The mind and heart of each human being are the only channels. 1, 2, 3. The body is the way God brings us, or whatever, however that didn't sound very science of mindy. But the body is the only channel. So occasionally I say, oh gee, I wish I could just go to divinity and get rid of all this. But hey, it's not going to work. And that's not about, be here or get rid of this and go there. Is that about separation? So who's talking? This is ego. Anyway, I need to stop. I bless you. I bless you and your journey. I've got bumps here. And that's what science of mind, most of us have kind of learned some tools for us to kind of help us along the way. I don't know if they're like ski poles or anything, the journey along, whatever they are, but we need to keep practicing those. Anyway, thank you for your attention. I'm going to leave it at that.